Seniors, 7 common vegetables that can block your arteries if overcooked. Have you ever thought that a simple bowl of vegetables could actually be doing more harm than good? I know it sounds surprising, but some of the most common veggies we eat, especially when overcooked, might silently be contributing to clogged arteries, especially in seniors. If you've been feeling more tired, had some leg cramps, or noticed your blood pressure creeping up lately, it may not just be age, it could be what's on your plate. Hi there and welcome to Senior Life Guide, the channel where we bring real practical tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent well into your golden years. Today we're going to talk about something that's hiding in plain sight. Vegetables. Yes, the very foods we've been told are always good for us. But it turns out how we cook them makes all the difference. A lot of seniors try their best to eat healthily, steaming veggies, boiling soups, or making stir-fries. But here's the catch. Overcooking certain vegetables can strip away their nutrients, destroy natural fibers, and worst of all, turn them into artery-clogging culprits. Shocking, right? So in this video, we'll walk through 7 common vegetables that can actually block your arteries if they're overcooked. We'll explain the science in plain, simple terms. We'll show you how to cook them the right way. And we'll share real tips you can start using today, right in your own kitchen. But before we jump in, if you're someone who cares about your health, or you're taking care of aging parents, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and leave a comment below about which veggies you eat most often. It really helps us out, and we love connecting with our growing community of wise, health-conscious viewers. Alright, let's dive into the science behind it all, and why your heart might need more than just good intentions at the dinner table. Now let's talk about why this happens. Why would something as innocent as overcooked broccoli or spinach possibly harm your arteries? As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. They're like garden hoses. After years of use, they don't bend or stretch the same way. And that's okay, it's part of life. But what we eat can either slow that process down or speed it up. Especially when it comes to oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 things that silently chip away at your heart health. Many vegetables like spinach, kale, carrots are full of antioxidants and fiber. These are fantastic for reducing inflammation, keeping your arteries clear, and even lowering cholesterol. But the problem is, high heat destroys many of these protective nutrients. When you boil, fry, or oversteam your veggies until they're mushy, you're not just softening the texture, you're also wiping out the good stuff your body needs. Let's take spinach for example. It's rich in vitamin K, which supports blood vessel health. But when you cook spinach at high heat for too long, that vitamin K breaks down. Even worse, it can release something called oxalates, a natural compound that, in excess, can bind with calcium and form crystals. These crystals can contribute to kidney stones or build up in arteries. Yikes, right? Then there's broccoli, a heart-friendly powerhouse packed with sulforaphane, a compound that fights inflammation. But when you boil it, you lose nearly 90% of that compound. And what's left behind? A soggy green mess that might do very little for your heart. Now let's talk about another sneaky villain, free radicals. When certain vegetables are cooked at too high a temperature, especially in oils, they can release these unstable molecules. And free radicals love to damage cells, especially the lining of your arteries. Over time, this damage invites cholesterol to stick around and build up, like glue catching dust. That's how plaque forms. So to recap, it's not the vegetables themselves that are the problem. It's how they're prepared. High heat, long cooking times, and frying in processed oils all strip away the protective parts and leave behind the harmful effects. It's kind of like taking a perfectly good piece of wood and burning it to ash. What was once useful becomes waste. But here's the good news. You don't need to stop eating vegetables. In fact, just changing the way you cook them, light steaming, sautéing with a bit of olive oil, or eating some raw, can keep those nutrients intact and protect your arteries. One more thing. Seniors often eat less than younger folks, so every bite counts more. If your portion is smaller, then nutrient density matters even more. Why waste that precious serving on something that's already lost its power in the pan? And if you're on medications like statins or blood pressure pills, your body is already under pressure to balance things. The last thing you want is to unknowingly work against it with poor cooking habits. Alright, so now that we've understood the why, let's move on to the real meat of this video. The 7 vegetables you absolutely want to be careful with when cooking. Ready for some eye-openers? Let's walk through the 7 most common vegetables that can go from heart-healthy heroes to artery-clogging troublemakers, all because of how they're cooked. And don't worry, I'll show you how to fix each one so you can still enjoy them safely and deliciously. 1. Spinach. Spinach is a powerhouse of nutrients, especially vitamin K, magnesium, and plant-based iron. But overcooking it? That's where things go wrong. When spinach is boiled too long or fried, it loses most of its antioxidants and releases oxalates, which can bind with calcium and increase the risk of kidney stones or arterial buildup. How to fix it? Lightly steam spinach for just 1 to 2 minutes until it's bright green. Or even better, toss it raw into salads or blend it into smoothies. 2. Broccoli. This cruciferous veggie contains sulforaphane, a cancer-fighting, heart-loving compound. But long boiling or microwaving at high heat destroys nearly all of it, leaving you with a pile of green mush that does very little for your body. How to fix it? Lightly steam it, just enough to soften the stalks while keeping a bit of crunch. A dash of lemon juice or a sprinkle of olive oil enhances flavor and nutrient absorption. 3. Carrots. Carrots are packed with beta-carotene, which converts into vitamin A to support vision and immune health. But when they're boiled too long, they become overly soft and the fiber breaks down. This raises their glycemic index, meaning they can spike blood sugar levels. How to fix it? Roast them lightly with olive oil at a moderate temperature, around 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or steam them until just tender. Better yet, enjoy baby carrots raw with a healthy dip. 4. Eggplant. Aubergine. Eggplant is rich in antioxidants and a fiber called nazenin, which supports blood vessel health. But it acts like a sponge when over-fried, soaking up unhealthy oils that can contribute to arterial plaque and weight gain. How to fix it? Instead of frying, try grilling or baking slices with a brush of olive oil and herbs. You still get the flavor without the oil overload. 5. Tomatoes. Now this one's tricky. Cooked tomatoes actually release more lycopene, a good thing. But when they're overcooked at high temperatures, especially in acidic sauces with added sugar, they can trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals and raise triglycerides. How to fix it? Simmer tomatoes gently or roast them slowly. And be mindful of what you're adding. Skip the sugar and go for herbs, garlic, or olive oil for flavor. 6. Cabbage. Cabbage is great for digestion and circulation, but it loses its polyphenol and sulfur compounds when it's boiled or fried too much. The smell? That's sulfur leaving the plant, along with most of its heart protective power. How to fix it? Lightly saute or quick steam it for 3 to 4 minutes max. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar to bring out flavor and preserve nutrients. 7. Beets. Beets are rich in nitrates, which help widen blood vessels and lower blood pressure. But boiling them too long breaks down those helpful compounds. And if you peel them before cooking, you're also losing fiber and antioxidants found in the skin. How to fix it? Roast whole beets with the skin on, wrapped in foil. Once cooked, the skin rubs off easily. Roasting preserves the nitrates and gives a naturally sweet, earthy flavor. Now, I know this might feel like a lot of small changes, but the truth is these tiny tweaks can have a big impact. Especially if you're someone who eats veggies daily, and I hope you are. Also, don't forget that how you combine foods matters too. Cooking spinach with lemon helps absorb iron. Adding a pinch of sea salt to your steamed broccoli can balance taste and support electrolyte balance. Even using ceramic or stainless steel cookware instead of nonstick pans can help reduce chemical exposure while preserving nutrients. At this point, you might be thinking, I've been eating like this for years, do I need to start over? The answer is, not at all. Just begin where you are. Pick 1 or 2 vegetables from this list and change the way you cook them. You don't need a total overhaul to make progress. You just need momentum. Coming up next, let's bring everything together in a simple recap, and I'll give you one easy action step to start with today. So let's take a deep breath and look back at what we've uncovered today. It turns out that even the healthiest foods can turn into silent troublemakers if we don't treat them right in the kitchen. Who would have thought that simply boiling a vegetable too long, or frying it the wrong way, could quietly affect our arteries and overall health? But here's the good news. The solution isn't about cutting these veggies out, it's about cooking them smarter. And the best part? It's not complicated. A few simple tweaks like light steaming, roasting instead of frying, or skipping that extra minute on the stove can help preserve the nutrients your body needs to stay strong, keep your arteries clear, and support healthy circulation. Let's quickly go over what we learned. Spinach should be barely steamed or eaten raw to keep its antioxidants and avoid excess oxalates. Broccoli does best with a gentle steam or light sauté, not boiled into a soggy pile. Carrots, when roasted or lightly steamed, keep their fiber and won't spike your blood sugar like overcooked ones might. Eggplant is a sponge, so skip the frying and bake or grill it instead to avoid soaking up unhealthy oils. Tomatoes are a unique case. Cooking can be good, but don't go overboard and skip the added sugars and sauces. Cabbage loves a quick sauté or steam. It keeps your digestion humming and arteries protected. Beets? Roast them whole with the skin on to lock in those artery-relaxing nitrates. Now, if you're wondering where to start, I'd say this. Pick one vegetable from your regular routine and try cooking it a little differently this week. Maybe swap out boiled carrots for a tray of oven-roasted ones with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Or try tossing raw spinach into your morning eggs after turning off the heat. Just let the warmth wilt it gently. These aren't changes you need to fear, they're opportunities to feel better, move easier, and maybe even skip a few medications down the road. After all, every meal is a chance to give your body something it needs. And remember, it's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 90, your body is always listening. Every bite you take sends a message to your heart, your brain, your bones. So let's make sure that message says, you're still taking care of yourself. We're not aiming for perfection here, just progress. Just a little more intention with each meal. And that alone, that's already a win. Now that you know which vegetables to watch out for and how to cook them right, you might be wondering, what else am I doing in my daily routine that could quietly affect my health? That's a great question, and here at Senior Life Guide, we're here to explore those answers together. If you found this video helpful, you'll want to check out our next one. Seniors, stop refrigerating these 6 foods. They lose all nutrients and harm digestion. You'd be surprised how common kitchen habits, like storing the wrong foods in the fridge, can mess with your gut, your energy, even your sleep. Or if you've ever wondered, is it really okay to eat eggs every day? We've got a video for that too. What happens if you eat 2 eggs a day after age 60? Spoiler alert. It's not what most people think. Here's the thing, every video we make is created with you in mind. We know you care about living well, staying active, and keeping your independence. That's why we don't just throw around medical jargon or quick fixes. We break it down into real conversations just like this one so you can make changes that stick. So before you go, do us a little favor. If this video helped you even in a small way, please click the like button to let YouTube know this is content worth sharing. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We post new senior-focused health videos every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. And most importantly, leave us a comment below. Tell us, which vegetable on this list surprised you the most? Or maybe you've got a cooking tip you'd like to share with others. Either way, we love reading your stories. They help us feel like we're all in this together. Remember, health isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about learning, growing, and choosing better, little by little every single day. Thanks for spending your time with us. Stay well, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video, right here on Senior Life Guide.